pagkatapos nag-research kayo. Subsequently, sinabi mo na meron kayong open source intelligence search at natuklasan ninyo na meron palang October 18 video.
Si ganito nagpapatay sa akin. And then, ang difference, I don't usually give a threat na patayin mo rin. So could it be that actually that was the defense of the Vice President para hindi siya patayin?
I don't know the state of the mind of the Vice President.
But you've testified all throughout this afternoon that
the NBI with the DOJ is a February 10 affidavit investigation. And here comes the defense now, asking questions as to the first affidavit of investigations that the NBI submitted, which the DOJ asked them to correct and to provide additional information, which they complied with. And what is now at issue is the February 10 affidavit.
Yes. Good morning mga kasama. Nandito na naman tayo si Kuya Goods nagbabalik. At syempre kung di ka pa nakasubscribe sa ating channel, pa-subscribe na lang po at hit mo na rin yung bell para laging updated sa ating mga video. Eto na. Noong na-cross-examine na ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, nawindang na ho. At sila baga parang natuliro kung ano yung mga katanungan. Siyempre, ganun din ho, yung pag-cross-examine ni Senator Amy Marcos at siyempre dito kay Attorney Biluan. Matitindi ho ang bakbakan na nangyari kaya inabot na ho ng kulang-kulang alas 8 ng gabi bago na suspindi at babalik na lang ho sa kinabukasan. Ngayon simulan natin at bago tayo magsimula at trumekta, andyan po yung join button. Pumundot ka na at sa dulo ng ating video, siyempre yung shoutout segment natin. Hindi naman ho tayo magtatapos yan hanggat hindi tayo nakakapag-shoutout. Simulan natin dito. Ano ba yung naging bakbakan dito sa tanong ni Senadora Amy Marcos? Bakit hinahanap niya yung buong detalye hindi niya makita? Bakit kaya?
You may proceed, ma'am, when you're ready.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. And Attorney Lontok,
Yes, ma'am.
maupay nga pag-abot din
Mapaya ko lang, ma'am.
aton Senado.
Opo, ma'am.
Okay, I'd like to affirm lang yung sinabi mo kanina na nung nangyari nga itong hating gabi na interview ni Vice President sa Zoom, agad-agad in-orderan kayo, in-instruction na ng NBI na mag-imbestiga. Tama po yun?
Hindi po, Your Honor. Sabado po yon, lunchtime, mayroon kaming meeting ako with the then Director Santiago. I think between 12 noon and 1 p.m. And then mayroong instruction na nanggaling kay Delta Santiago na, Jeremy, may kumakalat sa social media, may mga utterances na ginawa ang Vice Presidente. Imbestigahan natin. Since may cyber aspect ito, imbestigahan nyo na. Doon po nagsimula yon.
Tama. So anong araw yon? Kasi
Ayan na.
andito sa inyong affidavit of investigation at yung sinabi ninyo na on even date, ang tinutukoy mo ba yung November 23 din?
November 23, ma'am, kasi natapos ho ang
Oo,
Live-
gabing-gabi kasi yon di ba?
madaling araw po ng alauna, ma'am.
That's right. So, nag-meeting kayo kaagad-agad? Ganun ba?
Hindi, ma'am, hindi po kasi namin alam yun.
Kailan kayo inutusan na mag-imbestiga?
During lunchtime, nung may meeting kami ni then Director Santiago, pero iba ho ang iniimbestigahan namin krimen.
Kailan kayo sinabihan ng DOJ na mag-imbestiga? Anong araw?
That
po?
same day, ma'am.
Kaya nga,
After
November 23.
November
pa din.
23.
Oo, pareho lang. Yun ang sinabi ninyo kanina nung tinatanong kayo ng counsel ng prosecution. Yan din ang nakasaad. On even date ang nakasabi sa inyong
Opo.
affidavit. So,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So, nag-umpisa na kayo. Kwento nga ninyo, four-phase yung investigasyon. Nag-umpisa sa identification. Nagbigay kayo ng hash value. Nag-preserve kayo ng data. Pagkatapos nag-research kayo. Subsequently, sinabi mo na meron kayong open source intelligence search at natuklasan ninyo na meron palang October 18 video na press con na naman ni OVP na nasa Facebook at may mga sinasabi na naman na puputulin yung ulo. Tama ba yon yung October 18 ang nakita ninyo?
That's the continuation in the analysis phase, Your Honor.
Oo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi nag-research na kayo, no? bilang fourth phase nga ng inyong investigasyon. Tama po ba?
Hindi po, Your Honor. Yun yung third phase ho, yung analysis and attribution.
Sa analysis pa at attribution. So
Y-
third phase. Pero bandang huli na. Ang pinagtatakahan ko, kung inutusan kayo ng November 23 na magkaroon ng investigasyon, bakit napakaaga? November 6, 2024, a subpoena was issued to ABS-CBN requiring them to submit an authenticated copy of the video pertaining to the 18 October press con. Nandito to sa affidavit ninyo, nasa page 8, number 14. Kung inutusan kayo noong November 23, ang ibig ba sabihin, November 6 pa lang, minamanmanan na si Vice President?
Yun na.
Iniimbestigahan na siya bago pa yung Zoom conference sa Kongreso?
No, Your Honor. I believe that's a typo yung date. Kasi
Sorry?
that's a typo, Your Honor, yung date. Kasi makikita doon yung date noong appearance ng taga-ABS-CBN, which is consistent ho siya doon sa ibang initial
Kailan
ng
ba yung
subpoena.
appearance? Kasi hindi ko nasusundan yung timeline ninyo eh. Parang yung November 23 yung utos, pero November 6 pa lamang, may subpoena na. Ba't nagkaganon?
Typo ho yan, Your Honor. Hindi ho yan November 6.
Typo na naman katulad ng Department of Justice.
No, Your Honor. If I may refer to my notes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Oo, pakita
Ito ho nagkakaproblema. Kasi 2 beses niya sinabi na typo error. At doon din sa dulo, medyo padulo na ng video, nagulat din ho si Senador Chis Escudero bakit laging typo ang sinasabi. At si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano ay nagtataka rin. Ito bang nangyayari? Puro typo. Oo, kayo ho ang husga. Dahil umabot na ho ng hanggang alas 8 ng gabi, ganun pa rin ang stand ng abogado. Ni Atty. Lotok, na yung mga katanungan doon, minsan, wala ho siyang personal knowledge. Gaya ng mga date ng receiving copy at yung pag-filing ng mga affidavit, hindi naman ho daw siya yung in charge doon. Ayun ang pagkakasabi sa video.
mo na lang sa akin kasi nahanap ko hindi ko masundan eh.
You may do so,
This is
Counsel.
page 6, number 14 po. November 6, 2024, subpoena to ABS-CBN.
Yung subpoena mismo. The subpoena itself. The subpoena itself.
Wala naman yatang date na binibigay tungkol sa appearance ni Patria Morales at yung iba pang
Meron po,
taga-ABS.
Your Honor, if I
Pakituro lang
have
kasi
the,
hinahanap
record
po
of the
namin.
subpoena. Yung subpoena mismo.
For information, the time of Senator Judge Marcos is over. Kindly.
Yes,
Humaba
but
eh.
he's
Alam niyo bakit humaba? Kasi hindi ho makita kung ano yung hinahanap. Sino yung mabuti? Humaba ho ng humaba yung oras niyan. Dahil sa paghahanap lang.
still responding
Of
to the
course, we
same
will wait for
question
the
if you will
response
allow.
first.
Siya po yung matagal, hindi tayo.
We're only counting your the questions that you asked, not the answer. Neither are we counting the waiting time for the witness to answer.
I-check ko lang po, Your Honor, para
Kasi yung mga sumunod na meeting, doon sa page 13, sa number 30 at sa mga sumunod, yung mga tinutukoy doon, yung mga media na nandun sa Zoom conference. Hindi naman siya yung ABS na humawak ng camera noong October 18.
Ayun na.
Iba naman yung mga tinutukoy doon eh.
Ang mahirap dito, dahil siguro nasanay sa pagbabasa ng notes, siguro yung ibang mga dapat tandaan kasi hindi nila makukuha kung ano yung punto at ano yung itatanong ng mga magpo-prosecute saka magko-cross-examine sa kanya, di ba? Ngayon, siguro nasanay sa notes, eto na, nagalungkat na ho, sabi ni Aling Ledesma. Puro notes at ilang minuto, ilang oras nagbasa ng notes katulad din ng una, akala natin mabibigat. Yung ilalabas nilang witness, kayo ho na ho nakahusga dahil siguro naman pinanood ito ng sambayan ng Pilipino, talaga ako sa nakita ko base sa napanood ko halos tumutugma doon sa unang mga nangyari, unang trial.
Attorney Lutok,
Opo.
the question of the Honorable Marcos is on page 6,
Ayun
paragraph
na.
14. You said you
Tinuro
sent
na.
a subpoena on November 6, 2024. Unfortunately, because the annexes are not part of the document marked, it's not here. So the question is quite clear. If it's a mistake, then what is the correct date of the subpoena?
If I can see the real subpoena, Your
Kindly
Honor.
talk to the mic, please.
If I can see the real subpoena, Your Honor, because the subpoena was signed by our Assistant Director for Investigation Service.
As I said, unfortunately, it was not attached to your affidavit, and I doubt if it's one of those marked or pre-marked
Wala.
by the Counsel for Prosecutors.
Yun.
As he said and admitted
Kabukuan na.
earlier, he did not or they did not mark all of the annexes in your affidavit.
Yes, Your Honor. If I may, check ko lang po, Your Honor, para sigurado ho.
Wala sa'yo ngayon.
Inaanap ko po rito.
Wala nga pong annex yan eh.
Wala sa annex at wala rin sa affidavit. Kasi yung mga media na tinutukoy sa ibang pahina, yung mga nag-interview nung Zoom conference.
Yan ang problema. Pag hindi ho kabisado talaga kung ano ho yung mga tanong, sigurado walang makikita. Kasi kung nakapokus lang talaga sa note, kasi sabi ng sambayan ng Pilipino, napanood nila. Oo, marami tayong nakitang komento. Baka scripted yan, sabi. Di umano. Ngayon, ang mahirap dito, ganito nga ang cross-check sa amin, meron hong mabubuko at nabubuko. Meron hong talagang kita nyo, sabi nga ng sambayanan. Parang ano ba? Parang nalilito na si Attorney Lotok kung paano niya sasagutin itong sagot, yung tanong ni Senator Amy Marcos. Ngayon, tignan natin, subukan natin kung hanggang saan yung kakayahan na sumagot pag tinanong na siya ni Senador Alan Peter Cayetano. At lalong-lalo na pag nag-cross-examine siya ng abogado ng depensa ni si Atty. Biluan, na maya-maya yan sa dulo ng ating video. Ito yung pag-cross-examine ni Senator Alan Peter Cayetano. Ang katanungan niya ay napakasimple lang.
At po ba nag-prepare?
Ang team po namin with the...
Tapos pinapirma sa inyo?
Hindi ho, kami ho nagtulong-tulong mag-draft ng affidavit of investigation, kung ano yung legal basis namin, and then we agree and we concluded na ito yun.
Then someone typed it up, then you signed. I asked this because nung tinanong ko kay Agent Mark John Calium, sabi niya, dito nakalagay conditional pero tingin niya absolute. You answered the same thing, it's absolute, pero dito nakalagay conditional.
The utterances itself, Your Honor, is what we called event-based condition, ang classification namin.
Okay.
Yun
So,
yung utterances, Your Honor.
I'll take that answer. I think mas factual yun. But sa paragraph 51, was VP Duterte ever Secretary of the Department of Justice?
No, Your Honor, Department of Education.
Nakalagay dito, to recall, VP Duterte resigned as the Secretary of the Department of Justice, and she herself admitted that her relationship with the
Si
President has
typo.
become toxic, and she would imagine her strangling him and cutting off her head.
Typo daw yan, typo ha. Pero tignan nyo yung nilalaman.
That's typo, Your Honor.
Aray.
That's not a typo. A typo means yung department naging depart. Department of Justice and Department of Education are two different things.
Ang alam
If-
namin,
if-
sorry po.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Department of Education ang alam po
Yeah.
namin.
So, kasi I just filed my counter affidavit sa ombudsman about yung obstruction of justice. Ilang beses ko kailangan basahin kasi nga, pag may mali, pinirmahan nyo na sinasabi nyo, no? But anyway, going back to the condition, you mentioned the case of SPO2 Hamata.
Yes, sir.
But isn't it true that the lis mota of that case was really res judicata and double jeopardy? Meaning, hindi tinake up ng Supreme Court whether or not a condition.
Yes, sir.
Di ba?
Opo.
Oh, so that wasn't on point. Kasi I was going to ask, is there a difference if the condition is legal or illegal? Di ba? So halimbawa, pag sinabi ko sa yung Pag natanggal akong Senate President, patatanggal din kita. Okay. Unang-una, legal naman akong tanggalin na Senate
Yan na.
President. We always vote. There's nothing there. But if illegal, o pag pinapatay mo ko, papapatayin din kita. Is there a difference if the condition of why I will act or why I'm threatening you is an illegal act?
Well, under the law, Your Honor, it says there that even the condition is unlawful. So, regardless of the nature of the condition,
yes.
sir.
No, I want to get lang into your mind when you sign this because nga medyo novel yung case to for me. Even as a lawyer, I have to do more research and see anong ibig sabihin nito grave threats dito because you keep mentioning we keep mentioning here that this is the second highest official in the land and therefore pag trinete niya ang pangulo. But who was the vice president claiming na pwedeng magpapatay sa kanya?
Again, Your Honor, yun po yung reason ba't nag-issue kami ng subpoena.
No,
Gusto po namin...
sa reading nyo nung statement niya, sino tinutukoy ng Pangulo na mukhang mag-ooperate sa kanya ng Operation Romanov?
Yan na.
Sinong pinagbibintangan niya?
Well, una, kung ang pag-uusapan Romanov, Your Honor, ang alam namin na unang nagbigkas ng Romanov ay si Mayor Baste yata noong January 2024. Other
yes.
than...
That's irrelevant. Ang question ko, in the mind of the Vice President, sinong pinagbibintangan niya na pwedeng magpapatay sa kanya? You said you investigated eh. So mahaba na testimony niyo ni Agent John Mark. So of course, kasama sa investigation niyo, sino sa mind ni Vice President magpapapatay sa kanya?
Well, again, Your Honor, since wala kaming makuhang valid information,
Ano, hindi ba klaro sa video na ang pinagbibintangan niya is the First Lady, the President, and the Speaker of the House? So sabi niya, pag pinatay ako, patayin mo silang tatlo. So ang
Tanyo, ang galing, di ba? Ang galing mag-cross-examine ni, siyempre, abogado. Dito na makikita kung effective ba talaga yung pagiging abogado mo. Doon pa lang sa mga tanong mo na kaya mo nang hulihin. At alam mo yung sa konting salita mo lang, makukuha mo kagad kung ang tao ay nagsisinungaling o hindi.
pinagbibintangan niya na magpapapatay sa kanya, yung tatlo.
I cannot answer to that, Your Honor.
Senator Judge Allen,
Yes.
kindly wind up.
But you have to be able to answer that because you're the one who investigated. And that is crucial. Why? Because part of your self-defense, so for example, if I know na sa senator judge, pag hindi ako bumoto one way or the other, papapatayin ako ng whatever, chief PNP or papapatay ako ng whoever. So pag sinabi kong, pag ako pinatay, si ganito nagpapatay sa akin. And then, ang difference, I don't usually give a threat na patayin mo rin. So could it be that actually that was the defense of the Vice President para hindi siya patayin?
I don't know the state of the mind of the Vice President.
But you've testified all throughout this afternoon that you went into her state of mind.
Based on the series of events, Your Honor.
Yes, and based on her statement. And her statement and the series of events is nag-away sila ng administrasyon. And the series of events is that sinasabi niya, pag ako'y pinatay, eto tatlo ang papatayin niyo. Okay, last question. Kay Attorney Lopez, tinanong din to ng Senate President ni Senator Tulfo. At di ko na itatanong pero napahapyawan ni Senator Erwin din to yung tungkol yung sinabi ni si Attorney Lopez, sabi mo, even before kasi nangyari yon, nakausap na ni Vice President yung papatay.
That's the literal meaning of the statement.
Yes, that's the literal meaning, but did you believe her?
Well, she's the Vice President, sir.
So she also said freedom of expression, so you also believe her?
Not based on the evidence that what we gathered, sir.
No, okay, so I'll stop there but I'll read to you. Sinabi niyo kasi sedition. Pero tignan niyo po yung page 25 nung sarili niyong affidavit ha. Si Princess Maui, ang sinabi niya, Ano po ba ang pwede niyong maging remedy para matapos na ito, lalo't nagsisigaw na po ang taong bayan na mag-people power na?
Meaning, hindi si BP Sara. Actually, si BP Sara nga, concern pa nga, wag niyong gagawin at hindi sa EDSA. Hindi sa EDSA ang solusyon dyan. Yun ang kanyang mensahe. Pero ano yung interpretasyon nila? Nakakatawa, no? Talagang wow. Kaso, ang masaklap dito, hindi nila kayang mapaniwala ang taong bayan. Ngayon, kung halimbawa may threat, halimbawa na lang, lagi nating inuulit ito, impeachable offense ba ang threat, sabi ni Aling Marie.
So actually, I would consider ang nag-uudyok si Princess Maui. Of course, we can
Hindi
discuss
si
people
BP Sara.
power, pero tignan niyo po ang sagot niya after yung sa pagpatay. Ang laban ay wala dyan sa EDSA, ma'am. Wala dyan sa mga highway. Ang laban, ma'am, nandun sa loob ng palasyo. Yan ang problema. We appreciate yung expression nyo ng disgust, ang pagkamuhi, ang hopelessness, kasi it reflects kung ano nararamdaman ng maraming milyon-milyon. Alam ko yan, ma'am. Kahit saan ako pumunta, ang sasabihin, binoto namin dahil sinabi mo, iboto namin. So if I look at that statement, parang baliktad. Parang sinasabi niyang huwag kayo mag-people power.
Hindi, actually, kung babasahin po natin yung buo, may sinabi siya doon na natutuwa siya sa ginagawa nila.
Sa ginagawa nila na active nagrarally. Pero sa people power, ito yung exact. But I won't argue with you. I'm just trying to get into your frame of mind.
Yes, Your
When
Honor.
do you believe her and when do you not believe her? And what did you actually investigate?
We based everything on the evidence that we've gathered.
Thank you,
sir.
Presiding Officer. Thank you, Mr. Witness.
Apo.
Thank you, Senator Judge Alan Cayetano. Senator Judge Marcos, thereafter, Senator Judge Aquino. Senator Marcos, you may proceed, ma'am, when you're ready.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer.
Di ba? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, kagaling eh. Lalo na ito, dito magkakaalaman. Dito, napatunayan natin na talagang magaling ho yung depensa. Ngayon, ang naging problema dito, yung prosecutor, yung counsel ng prosecutor, ay magaling ho talaga magreklamo. Oo, talagang objection, Your Honor, laging objection na naririnig nyo. Ayaw nilang paabantihin itong depensa. Dahil nakikita sa depensa, sa defense team, kung ano yung error doon sa mga fina-file at binibigay na mga annexes o mga affidavit. Merong mga problema sa mga date. Bakit yung date na bago? Alamin natin.
John, dated February 5, 2025.
All right. Oh, no. That's not my question. But anyway, let me direct your attention to a certification issued by the DOJ through Senior Assistant State Prosecutor J.V. Lawrence B. Bandong and approved by Senior Assistant State Prosecutor Herbert Calvin P. Abugan, dated February 5. For the benefit of this honorable court and the Filipino people watching, this is Articles of Impeachments Annex G9 as well, pages 10 and 11. May we ask that the witness peruse this certification? Just a manifestation, Your Honor, Annex G9 is actually not numbered. So pages 10 and 11 was based on the PDF file or the soft copy, but the hard copies are not actually numbered.
Noted.
So, Mr. Witness, was this the response from DOJ following your January 30, 2025
Yes, sir.
transmittal? So this certification contained the DOJ's evaluation, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And-
Part of the requirement
Wait,
ng PCFP.
again, the same,
Yes, Your Honor.
same.
Your Honor.
The witness still answering. Let the witness answer first before propounding the next question.
And the NBI received this February 5 certification, correct?
Yung copy ko, Your Honor, hindi ko makita yung date.
Oh, I'll help you. There is a note received on the upper right that is unclear. Can we flash that on the screen as well? It is unclear, but it appears to have been received on February 5, 2025, correct? So more or less 6 days after transmittal. Do you confirm this?
Your Honor, before the witness answers the question, I would like to
Yes,
commence
counsel.
my objection on the ground of relevance. May I explain, Your Honor, please? This witness testified that what they filed with the NBI, with the DOJ, is a February 10, February
Nagreklamo na,
10
no?
affidavit investigation. And here comes the defense now, asking questions as to the first affidavit of investigations that the NBI submitted, which the DOJ asked them to correct and to provide additional information, which they complied with. And what is now at issue is the February 10 affidavit investigation. That's why I'm now asking, objecting on the grounds of relevance.
Your Honor.
What's the wait, let me finish. What's the point of digging into a prior affidavit investigation when what this witness testified to, when what this witness identified is a later affidavit investigation that is now being considered by the DO? The question is simple: what's the relevance?
Ayun na.
Objection is
Doon na siya
overruled.
bumama-
It goes
bumana.
into the credibility of the witness as well as his ability to testify as to his investigative report. And witness is competent enough anyway. Witness may answer.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Kasi hindi niya iniisip pa. Dapat kinukonsider mo na, oo, competent enough. Kasi abogado nga to si Atty. Lotoc eh. Nagtataka tayo dito masyado sa bagay. Oo, kailangan niyang ipanalo eh. Kaso nga lang, may lapses na rito, yung mga dates, at yung mga docking number, hindi ho, nagkakaroon ho ng problema. Minsan yung iba, sa mga dokumentong pinapakita dito ni Atty. Biluan, grabe. Kung paano hanapan ng butas itong prosecution, talagang butas na butas. Akala ba natin ako ho, nagtataka dahil yung mga Dorobo, nagyayabang-yabang. Oo, mabigat daw ho yung witness. Meron daw silang fireworks. Aba, anong fireworks ito? Baka lusis. Baka bibirakit. Daw di umano. Alam niyo yung mga pananalita nila, akala mo makukuha ka sa pananalita. Pero pagdating ng ito na, yung actual hearing, kung di magbasa ng notes, didepensa yung kanilang prosecutor lead. Oo, para mag-object.
Honor, we received that letter on 10 February 2025 based on the second letter submitted to Honorable Richard Anthony D. Fadulion, signed by Judge Jaime B. Santiago. States here that on 10 February 2025, this Bureau received the certification dated 05 February 2025, where the evaluating prosecutors referred the case for case build-up, citing reasons thereof.
Then in that case, Your Honor, we have a problem because this is
Oh,
part...
Your Honor, objection.
I'm not
Ayan na, si Boy
Objection.
Objection.
Kindly let counsel finish.
Because like, as I mentioned a while ago, Your Honor, this forms part of the records of this honorable court. This was submitted as page 10 to 11 of Annex G9. This is part of the court's record, and we also received this. These are not our documents.
That's why I'm
These
objecting,
are
Your
the
Honor.
prosecutions. I mean, the
Counsel for the
prosecution's
prosecution,
documents.
kindly let him finish.
These are not our documents, Your Honor. These are part of the records of the court. This came from them, and they attached this to the articles of impeachment. Your Honor, we have all the right to confront each and every document because that forms part of the charge against our client. Now,
Counsel-
if Attorney Lotoc is saying, Your Honor, if I may just be allowed to
This is now
finish,
a manifestation,
that
Your Honor.
it was received on February 10. We just want to counter-manifest, Your Honor, that there is a received stamp here, says February 5.
Your Honor, this is not highly...
Counsel, the
Ang tigas
presiding...
ng ulo nitong counsel ng prosecution. Manahimik muna. Pakinggan muna. Ang problema kasi ngaw-ngaw ng ngaw-ngaw. Oo, ang dami na hong puntos niyan. Kung napanood nyo lang ho yung kabuang video, talagang problemado na ho siya kung paano. Di ba? Simple lang naman eh. Bakit ho nagkakaroon ng mga error dito? Typo error? Typographic error? Hindi ho. Meron talaga dyan. Kung hindi dinoktor yan, malamang sabi ni Aling Ledesma di umano, ayan ay gagawing script para dito sa panggigipit kay BP Sara. Hindi isipin nyo, hindi ho gumana. Laglag sila.
Officer already overruled the objection of counsel for the prosecutors, and I thought you would end up with a question. Kindly proceed with your cross-examination.
So in other words, you deny that it was received on February 5, 2025 as seen here in this document that is part of the records of the Senate Impeachment Court?
Well, first, Your Honor, hindi ho ako yung nag-receive niyan.
Ayun
Then
na.
pangalawa, ang nakapirma ho rito ang dating director namin, Jaime B. Santiago, at ang sinasabi niya, on 10 February 2025, this Bureau received the certification dated 05 February 2025.
All right. Anyway, I'll move on to a new point. This certification noted 7 items, and we went through this the last time with Agent Calilo.
Halos ganyan po, ha? Puro problema ang nakita dyan ng depensa. Kaya, ang naging punto dyan, sino ba talaga ang nag-file ng kaso? Which is lumalabas ang NBI. Hindi ho yung mga nasasabi at yung daw termreten ng Vice President. Ngayon, kung kayo lang ang nag-file ng kaso at sasabihin nyo na meron kayong parang trabaho nyo, dapat ho, yung affidavit man lang sana o consent man lang sana noong na-threaten daw di umano, makuha nyo. Kaya nga hinahanapan kayo. Ngayon, meron ho ba kayo ilalabas na meron silang consent? Nako, ang lumalabas dito, kung sino lang may gusto, baka yun lang may gusto. 'Di ba? Kaya kung umabot ka sa video natin ito, ako naman ho ay maglalambing, paki-like and share niyo yung video natin at syempre si Mang Banat i-subscribe niyo. Ngayon, dito tayo sa shoutout segment natin. Oo, hindi tayo magtatapos dito hangga't hindi tayo nakakapag-shoutout sa inyo. Especially yung ating mga kababayan abroad, all over the Philippines. Siyempre yung mga hindi na umuwi ng Pilipinas. Shoutout kay Ma'am Remeter Teresa, shoutout po Winnie Cuadera, Marciana de la Cruz, Joseph Bormedaño, Gloto Sonano, Ami Caspe, shoutout po sa iyo, Joffrey Yosa, Joffrey Reyoa, Veronica Peralta, DJ Anki, shoutout po sa iyo, Mix Vlog, Nibay, Ma'am Malu, The Survivor, Mix Vlog, shoutout po sa iyo, Emilio Alegno, Neneng Espinosa, Mami Selonga, Michael, Michelle Tumandan, shoutout po sa iyo, Rudy Intong Vlog, Rosita Nuwas, Rogelio Cero, Mary Macaraig, shoutout po sa iyo, Elizabeth De Paz, Jet Velasco, Teresa Lorenzo, Joel Tanyo, Jeremy Gilmo, Rachel Gordovel, Felisa Llanes, J. Morales, Angeline De Los Reyes, shoutout po sa inyo muli, George Jimenez, Corazon Subido, Montoloroso, 50. J.L. Launa, shoutout po sa iyo, Divina Lam, Dante Perez, Desiree Fernandez. Yan, kung umabot ka sa video natin yan, ako ho'y maglalambing, paki-like, share nyo. Hanggang sa muli, bye-bye!